guess I'm more curious about how people go and evaluate their partners. How do you choose the right person?
What's a question you'd like to ask the Asian community about love?
That's a very good question, actually. Because when you think of Asian culture, like, we tend to have this broad brush stroke of our entire Asian continent. Whereas in Asia, there's so many cultures mixed together, and even within one country, you can break that country. There's so many subcultures within each individual country. And therefore, I'd love to know what love means to you from your specific cultural background or heritage.
I don't know about the whole Asian community, but South Asian community, there's a lot of romanticizing about love, which is weird because there's also a lot of arranged marriages. So I would like to kind of ask about that, like why that's the case.
How can we know when we are as fully formed as we need to be before we get into a relationship where we can then be a team and rely on each other and count on the other person to compensate for, our weaknesses.
How do you show love to other people? How do you show love?
I guess I'm more curious about how people go and evaluate their partners. How do you choose the right person? How the time it takes, or the things you do, or what they have to do for them to become the right partner for you.
I guess if they have the same, like if their parents are like my parents in terms of dating. I guess my parents are different because they were in an arranged marriage. So they're older, like they're in their mid to late 60s. So they were born and raised in that era of like in India, in a rural India, like the forests of India, where they were just born and raised with the idea of not dating, but just marriage, and that's it. But I wonder, like, if other people like me have that same set of parents and stuff. I bet they do. I bet there's people like that.
How has dating changed for me over the years? When you're young, when I was young,